Hey everybody, it's me, Beyblade, back again with another Beyblade unboxing video. Today, I have Talon Ptera 380 Ball, a Hasbro exclusive Beyblade X-Bay, and Steel Samurai 480 Taper, another Hasbro exclusive X-Bay. I went traveling to GameStop today, June 2nd, because that seems to be the only place in Florida right now that has Beyblade X in stock. And these were the last two of these bays that were available. They had the Rhino Horn, they had Keel Shark, and they had the four main bays of Sword, Sword Drawn, Scythe Incendiando, Helm Knight, and Arrow Wizard. But I got these, and I got Keel Shark so I can trade it to some of the other guys in the area. Might make a deal, I don't know. But these two are what I wanted, because these are exclusives, so I won't have had these until now. So, let's do this. First off, Talon Ptera, if you aren't familiar, is a Hasbro exclusive bay that's original design is inspired by Viper Tail in its shape, but has a modified design and different parts and colors, as well as a custom character. Talon Ptera based off of Pterodactyl. And it has 380 in this cool black and yellow, and Ball in red, which is my main appeal here, because they're one-to-one with TT, pretty much, and Ball is the first time we're getting it in red is from a Hasbro, so that's really cool. So now, let's open this up the way they intended, with the little let it rip. This might just be the craziest thing. Yeah, it's close. Yeah, I could care for Hasbro boxes. Wow, they packaged these well. Okay, so here's the instructions for Beyblade X. Here's the blade. Oh, and here is Ball and 380. Okay, yeah, that really is just bright red. That's gonna be super cool for combo making. So yeah, real excited for this. Got a little pull tab here. And of course, I will show the QR code. Yeah, as soon as, there it is. So here is Talon Ptera, a very much Viper Tail themed shape, but a little bit less aggressive in shaping, I believe. But yeah, here is the QR code. Now let's open up the ratchet and bit, and then go over the instructions. So yeah, here is 380. This really cool yellow and black. Really loving that Hasbro is going all in on coloring up the ratchets. Oh wow. There we go. A little bit hard to turn. And here is Ball in red, our first red recolor of Ball. So that could be really useful for a lot of combo making, because of all the red theme bays that can work well with Ball. I mean, Hell's Chain, Hell's Scythe. I mean, just a lot of examples. Hell, you could even do Tyranno Beat or Phoenix Wing if you're really weird with your combo building for like mobile attack. But yeah, Talon Ptera. Now I'll just toss the garbage aside. And here's the instruction manual, so I'm just gonna open this up, see what Hasbro has. Also, I don't recommend the Hasbro Beyblade X app. The gameplay is terrible and poorly explained in the tutorial. So if you do figure out what you're doing, it's just not even entertaining. Yeah, it goes through telling you how to put it on the launcher, to put it over the prongs, to not, crank it, and countdown, let it rip, the play zone, the correct way to group around. And of course, the ways to win. So there's 1 point for survivor finish, 2 points for a burst, 2 points for a small stadium knockout, and 3 points for an extreme finish. So, pretty intriguing. And it does follow the exact same rules as Takara Tomy, so props to Hasbro for keeping it the same. Now, I couldn't get the Hasbro Stadium set because the only place I found Beyblade X at didn't have it in stock, and I'm kind of saving right now for some other releases coming up, and just general stuff going on. So yeah, Talon, Ptera. Now let's get into Steel Samurai. So Steel Samurai is actually a kind of mediocre bay, if I'm being honest, but I really love the theming, and it's an exclusive for Hasbro, so had to pick it up. But yeah, it comes with 480, the worst ratchet, and it comes with taper, which is actually decently competitive still, and it's in white. Taper's white. But Steel Samurai as a blade is actually a modified version of Leon Claw, which is known to be the worst blade. So not only does it come with a modified version of the worst blade, but also the worst ratchet. So, kinda sad, but it's still cool just to have extra parts. I might try running this on a different ratchet and just keeping it on taper and use it for a deck at some point, just for entertainment value. But yeah, the 480 looks cool. It's got some nice colors. Taper is cool to have in white. You could put it on Trigger S, I guess. Or Sphinx Cowl, or whatever else comes in white that I can't think of offhand. But yeah. So, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Ah. There we go. All right. This almost feels wrong ripping through a Beyblade box like this, but it's Hasbro, so I could care less. So yeah, here is Steel Samurai. Really liking the colors, but yeah, it is just Leon Claw, basically. Yeah, see it underneath, you can see it, but here's the QR code as well. Let's get the ratchet and bit out. Toss the garbage aside. And then I'll do some test battles with a new launcher setup I've been testing out. So here is the really pretty looking 480. I really like these colors. Could be good for, like, you know, unriveting and putting on different ones. I've seen a few people do that. Actually, I have a friend in a team tournament I'm going to compete in this month that's done that with some of her bays. Really cool. Yeah. Oh, finally, got a hole started. Ah. There we go. Okay. So yeah, modified version of the worst blade paired with the worst ratchet, but saved by the general theming and the taper bit. Because Leon Claw can work as a semi-decent anti-attack on taper, so you could do the same with this by just giving it like 360 or something shorter and less sided. But yeah, pretty cool. I love the theme. So let's give this a test with my new launcher setup. I have the white string launcher. I use the black attachment parts off of the red grip onto the white grip. And I actually made a custom insert for my battle pass that's supposed to be the trans flag. And I'm currently working on getting a pink grip attachment for the string here. So let's start out with the test launch of Talon Ptera. 3, 2, 1, go shoot! Ah. Gotta get better with this setup. 3, 2, 1, let it rip! Here it is spinning in a Tomy Beyblade X Stadium. How it would do in Hasbro, I don't know yet, but either way, 380, it's a okay ratchet. You can put it to use in some combos. And ball, it's just the best stamina bit, so you can't go wrong with ball in a really good color for color matching. Next we have Steel Samurai. 3, 2, 1, let it rip! Ah, self KO. Let's go for lighter launch. Let it rip! Now it's slowing down. I'll try and get you a bow shot. battle these two against each other. Let me just slow it down. There, it should be a good look. Okay, now let's battle these two. Then I'll kind of show off a little bit of what you can do with the red ball for some kind of color match combos. 3, 2, 1, and let it rip. Okay, I think Talon Ptera is going to easily win this because I just could not launch Stamp Samurai in a good way to attack. So let's go again. 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Let it rip. Solid attacks from Samurai. Samurai's running out. Okay, yep, spin finish from Ptera again. Okay, now I'm gonna battle Talon Ptera, and to keep this fair, I think I'll do something a little more simple. So for my first opponent, I'm gonna be putting it against Phoenix Feather 360 flat from Takara. Go shoot. Let it rip. Okay, let's do another round. 3, 2, 1, go shoot. Let it fell off. Okay, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Shoot. And that's a knockout. Phoenix Feather loses again. Okay, next I'm going to put it against well, I guess it would technically be Incendio Hammer for Hasbro naming if they keep it Hammer, but Hell's Hammer. It's a UX Bay. Probably not going to come out for a while here in America, but don't know. Might be wave 3. Sounds like some heavy hits, but Hammer really took a lot of stamina gone from that. Go shoot. Really heavy attacks from Hell's Hammer. And that is a spin finish for Hell's Hammer. Okay. And next, I'm going to start putting Steel Samurai against some random bays, just for entertainment. So first up, it'll go against Hell's Hammer. Go shoot! Let it rip! One hit knockout for Samurai. Not bad for the first match. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go shoot! Let it rip. Well, that did not end as I anticipated. Over there is my Samurai. Let's go get this. Now let's try that again. 3, 2, 1, go shoot. And that's a self-extreme from the Samurai. 3, 2, 1, shoot. Let's rip. Ooh, a rebound, almost a knockout. That poor Steel Samurai. Just when it was about to get up, hammer comes in and knocks it down. Okay. Next opponent I'm going to put it against is stock Wizard Rod. 3, 2, 1, go shoot. Let's just start that over. 3, 2, 1, go shoot. Let's see if we can get a burst. Good ratchet attack. It has a lot of stamina on Wizard Rod. Wizard Rod is the evolution to Arrow Wizard, or Wizard Arrow, whichever name you refer to it as. Okay, I'm gonna do another round against this, and then try out a little bit of some random base. Go shoot! I'm not sure how to call that because Samurai burst, but it knocked out Wizard Rod in doing so. But it couldn't have gotten knocked out of the stadium if it hadn't had a hit that caused the burst finish. So thus the burst finish gets the point, because it can't have got knocked out of the stadium if it didn't make contact to get that burst. So Steel Samurai loses with burst finish. Let's go again. 3, 2, 1, go shoot. And that's an extreme. Okay. Yeah, clearly these exclusives are not very strong, but they're fun. Fun to have. Okay, next I got Drawn Dagger, or in the Hasbro terminology, Dagger Dran. That didn't come out right at all. Okay, I'm gonna put it against Talon Ptera. 3, 2, 1, let it rip. And go shoot. And that's an extreme finish from Drawn Dagger with a very light hit. Let it rip. Go shoot. Quit abusing it. Okay. So my overall thoughts on these two base are they're good to get if you're a collector. Like if you've already been getting the Takara Tomy base, then probably only try going for the Hasbro exclusives and not all the main stuff unless it's like hard to get. Because like Shark Edge is like 60, 70 bucks on its own right now, but Keel Shark is $8. It is $8 at your local GameStop. So yeah, Keel Shark is the exact same from what I've seen, so go get that if you can't get Shark Edge. And that's kind of the same consensus for pretty much all of Beyblade X, is if there's something you couldn't get a hold of already, go get the Hasbro version when it comes out, or if you can find it, and get the exclusives. But let's say you're like me and you're getting everything, then probably you only want to waste your time on exclusives. I am going to get the Hasbro Stadium set with Tusk Mammoth and Dagger Drawn, because I want the Stadium and I want to test out Mammoth to see if it has the same stamina properties as Hell's Scythe or not. So that could be interesting. I could run a triple stamina deck with Mammoth Orb, Hell Ball, and Rod Hexa. That could be hilarious and painful for other people to but I doubt I would do very well with that, so I'm not going to run that. I am, however, definitely considering putting Steel Samurai on a deck with Taper, just for the entertainment value. And if you're coming to Orlando for the Extreme Team Extravaganza tournament by the WBO hosted by Trestle on June 22nd, I will be there competing on the team that is LGBTQ with me and 2 friends. So come down to compete when the when it becomes public on WBO, and come compete against me. It's a team 3-on-3, not deck, but 3-on-3 format. So basically, you select an order of your teammates. Each one has 1 bay, so you'd select the order your teammates are going to battle. And each person battles to 4 points, and it's king of the hill, essentially. So if your one person beats them, then they move on to their second, and if they beat yours, then they go on to their second, or it could be one player could wipe an entire team. It's literally just whichever team has 1 player remaining at the very least wins. So very fun format, very excited to compete. Might try and put one of these bays to use, or at least the red ball I might use on my wizard rod, just for the entertainment of having a red ball, I guess. So yeah, actually they are completely cross-compatible, just to show you guys. So yeah, this is the set, what comes with this stadium set version of wizard rod, and you could totally just get the Hasbro parts and just put them on. Like, there's nothing stopping that from working, and I love that. So are the bits. You can put the 570 on Ptera. You could give it ball still. It's awesome. Or if you want to put just 570 back on rod, you can use red ball on it. So yeah, completely cross-compatible parts-wise right now, from the looks of it with everything Hasbro X, but the only time will tell if the system gets more complicated and if Hasbro cheaps out on it or not. But right now, they are doing a 1-to-1 with Takara Tomy, with more competitive prices over importing, and have exclusive recolors and parts. So I'm definitely going to get a hold of the Hasbro Transformers Beyblades. I got to get a hold of those because I want to run an Optimus Prime, whichever Optimus it is that has the Shark Edge reskin. I want to use that so bad. I also kind of want to use whichever one is the Night Shield reskin. That could be fun. Just a lot of parts. And one of those, I think it's either like Shield or Arrow or one of those recolors, actually comes with a point recolor, which is so cool. So I'm really hyped for Hasbro Beyblade X with all these collaborations. I mean, seriously, we're getting Star Wars, Marvel, Transformers collaborations. Not to mention the exclusives like Talon, Ptera, and Samurai here. Like, Hasbro is going amazingly right now. So if you're a Hasbro fan, now is the time to get into Beyblade X. And do not, for the love of God, go to the scalpers on eBay. Because, like, you can find them in stores if you give it time. Just wait like 2 weeks, maybe a week at the minimum. Go to Walmart, go to Target. They should start stocking Beyblade X, I hope. So yeah, just be patient. You can find them in stores. Personally, on day 1 and day 2 so far, June 1st and 2nd, I've been looking at some of my friends in Florida who are kind of in the Orlando area more so than myself, and they've been finding them at just GameStop. It's the only place, and every one of them seems to have very few, but if you're lucky and you're in Florida, go hit up a GameStop if you want to try and see what they have. Hit up like 3 or 4. That's the best place to look. I got these at a GameStop in Brooksville, actually. So shout out to Brooksville GameStop. Yeah. They did not have very many. They actually had one of everything they had left. There was 1 Ptera, 1 Samurai. They had 1 of the 4. They had 1 Rhino and 1 Shark. So I got these and I got Shark, and I'm going to trade my Shark still in the box for something, or sell it. I don't know. I might be hypocritical for trying to sell it because I just said don't go to the scalpers. Don't go to the scalpers unless they're me. Yeah. But yeah. Also, currently, Hasbro is losing on one side of things, and that is the launchers. But if you already have a launcher, which they aren't expensive, you can find them online for like $8, which is the same as one bay. So I mean, you figure if you only get a Hasbro exclusive to get into it, and you get a standard launcher, it's only like $16 in total for the one bay and a launcher to start. That's not bad. Or you could go for one of the Hasbro's crappy launchers, I guess, which comes with the sword drawn Enciendo scythe, scythe Enciendo, wizard arrow wizard, helm knight, knight shield. Any of those come with the little proto launcher thing. They're not a good launcher. Get a ripcord or get a string. You can get the string launcher, this part alone, for like $12, I think, $8, I don't know. I got it on Beyblade Premiere. I got the grip and bay logger separately for varying prices. It's just a setup I think looks good. And yeah, I'm getting the pink slip grip from Noozle 3D, I think that's how you say it, Noozle. A friend of mine in Georgia who hosts and competes in tournaments actually recommended it to me, and I think a pink one would go really good with my setup. And at some point I'm going to get one of these parts of the launcher 3D printed in a like pink or teal or something with custom text, maybe. Maybe put my WBO username, Euro, don't know yet. But I will keep you guys posted on what I do. I might get one of these to custom paint something. I'm going to do something with this. But yeah, this is my current launcher. Very excited. So, I'll catch hopefully some of you at the Orlando tournament, and I'm currently saving to compete in a tournament in Georgia, actually, in July sometime, but not a lot of news up about it yet, so can't really say much. But yeah, this is my review. These two bays, worth the money, absolutely. So thank you all for watching, and bye.